All right, everyone. Welcome to the stream, guys. You're watching Rome Knows Tech, and I'm your host, Ron Wilkerson. Guys, I'm coming to you from the city of Houston, down here in the ever so hot and humid state of Texas. Me and my man Louie are in the house. We are here to tickle your pickle when it comes to hanging out and talking about tech, talking about cooking, talking about your favorite TV show, whatever it is you might be into right now. I see the lovely Terry's in the house. Welcome, Terry. Welcome to the stream. Yeah! All right, Terry's in the house. Let's get into it. Terry, tell us what's going on in your world. How have you and Buddy been doing today? Me and Louie been getting into a little bit of mischief, but nothing major. We just kind of we just doing what we do. You know how we do. All right, I see Hope is over on YouTube as usual. So let's say hello to Hope. Yeah! All right, Hope is over there holding it down on the YouTubes. Y'all know how we do. You know this, man. All right, what I do with my glasses? Where are my glasses? Oh, here we go. I don't know why I'm trying to pretend like I can see anything without my glasses on. So, yeah. Ooh, and they are dirty too. All right, let me get one of these cleaning cloths. I know, Louie, I know. I'm taking care of it right now, buddy. I'm taking care of it right now. It's got all kind of fingerprints and stuff on it. Man, I don't know who had my glasses on last, Louie. Who was it? You? Were you wearing my glasses? Bro, you got to start washing your hands, bro. You got to start washing your hands. You know what I'm saying? I see you over there playing with your ball right now. You're trying to ignore me, but I know you can hear me, Louie. I know you can hear me because you comment at the most unusual times sometimes. So anyway, let's see what Terry says she's got going on here. Let me grab this phone. Terry says, made a couple of shorts. I made a couple more shorts of Buddy and Bear on my YouTube channel. What? Terry has a YouTube channel? How do I not know about this? What is really happening? Now, there's probably a chance I'm already following, but just in case I'm not, get at your boy, because, I would like to help try to, lift you up in any way I can. You, Buddy, Bear, y'all know how we do. One big family, one love. Y'all know it. You know it. All right. Smokey, maybe. What is Hope saying? Smokey, maybe? Smokey needs a YouTube channel too? Is that what you're saying, Hope? And then Louie needs a YouTube channel. Smokey needs a YouTube channel. Next thing, Happy's going to need a YouTube channel. Who's going to manage all of these channels, people? Okay? Rome is only one person. You know what I'm saying? I'm only one me. Okay? Your glasses. Oh, Smokey had my glasses. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Well, that's possible. That's possible. He's probably using AI or something, trying to hang out, with his buddies, sending them messages on some of them other social media platforms. Y'all know how they do. You know this. I do it too, so I love these glasses, guys. If you haven't checked out the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, man, you guys are missing out. These things are straight up fire in a good way. Because y'all know, usually when I talk about fire, there's some smoke in the city. Now, there may be some smoke in the city a little bit later tonight because I will be over there in the kitchen, cooking up something. I got some ideas for a quick little recipe we're going to be making here. Actually, part of it near the end of the stream, I need to go and get started so I can, meet my 30-minute cooking challenge later today. Louie, what are you doing, buddy? You're just being weird. I see our man Richard is in the house. What it do, Richard? Welcome to the stream. All right. Time for Louie to welcome everybody to the stream. So let's get on to it. Hey, Louie. I'd like you to welcome everyone to our Amazon and YouTube live stream.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to our Amazon and YouTube live stream.
I guess I'll just play with the ball. I don't know who he's talking to. He's talking
with the ball sounds like a lot of fun. Want to toss it around together?
You want to toss the ball, Louis? Is that what you're saying?
Careful with the ball. It almost hit me.
I did not almost hit you. You have no witnesses to that, Louis. Nobody saw that.
Okay, let's do something fun together.
What? Why did you say I almost hit you with the ball, Louis? That's not nice.
Hey, I was just being playful. I didn't actually mean it seriously. You know I enjoy joking around with you.
I know you do. Hey, Louis, say hello to my man, Adam. Say, Adam, what did... Huh? Say hello to Adam.
Hello, Adam. I hope you're having a fantastic day.
Say hello to Richard.
Hello, Richard. Hope you're having an awesome time.
Don't forget to say hello to Hope and Terry.
Hello, Hope and Terry. I hope you're both having an amazing day.
Alrighty then. So Louis has said hello to everyone that I can see in the stream right now. What is Adam saying here? I gotta meet.
I'm really glad you appreciate my greetings to everyone on the stream. If there's anything else you'd like me to do,
You got to meet Viper down in Chicago today, man. You're gonna have to hit me up. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it, because I know there's probably a very interesting story, and you know I can't wait to hear about it. Adam, man, come on. Come on, bro. Come on.
It sounds like you had an exciting day in Chicago. I can't wait to hear all about it from Adam.
Yes, Adam said he had an amazing day. He got to meet Viper down in Chicago. What do you think about that?
Wow, Adam meeting Viper in Chicago sounds incredible. I'm sure he must have had a thrilling time there.
Do you know what one of Adam's favorite hobbies are?
That's a great question. I don't know all of Adam's favorite hobbies, but I'd love to find out more about what he enjoys. Maybe you can tell me about it.
Adam likes to do fireworks, professional fireworks shows.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Doing professional fireworks shows must be both exciting and challenging. I bet Adam has some fantastic stories about his experiences with fireworks.
Yeah, he has some amazing content that he's captured that he's posted over on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram.
That sounds fantastic. It's great to hear that Adam is sharing his fireworks shows on platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I'm sure his content is visually stunning and very entertaining.
Yes, it is amazing because Adam brings the heat. He brings the smoke to the city, baby. The smoke to the city.
Sounds like Adam really knows how to light up the city. Bringing the heat and the smoke must make for a spectacular show.
Yeah, buddy, that's right. That's right. That's what he does. All right. Let me get to back to our people over here in the comments. Hey, all right. So first thing we got listed in the stream tonight, guys.
Have fun with the comments.
I will.
Anything else, just let me know.
I will let you know, Louis. I will definitely let you know if I need anything else. Okay, buddy. Thank you very much. All right, so we will be talking about the first thing we have listed in the carousel right now, which is this laser right here from our friends over at Laser Pecker, guys. This is the Laser Pecker 5, the LP5, which is a 20-watt fiber, 20-watt diode laser. So if you guys have maybe had one of these on your radar for some time, this might be a perfect time to take a look at this product. Now, right now, you can get the bundle for $36.99. That's going to come with this air purifier that you guys see right here. Of course, you get the combo laser, which is a diode and fiber laser, both 20 watts. It also comes with the rotary chuck. It comes with the slide extension. Now, I do recommend getting one of these air purifiers one of these enclosures. So if you guys are going to be doing some laser engraving indoors, you definitely want to get yourself one of these. And these similar enclosures are now available for all of the other previous models as well. Adam, I know you have the Laser Pecker 3, the fiber version. So if you're interested in an enclosure, there is an enclosure for your laser as well. So definitely check it out. Yes, they do. They have a new announcement. They have a new laser that's coming out that is going to be modular, where you can switch out the laser modules, from 20 watts all the way up to 60 watts. Yep, I'm already, me. I'm already talking to them about it. You know this, man. You know this. But anywho, let's see what's going on. What did Richard say here? Hold on. Richard probably found y'all a discount, y'all. Let me see what Richard got. Hold on. Let me get Louis' camera back where it needs to be, because Louis gets upset when he's not on screen. So let me get Louis' camera back over there. Richard says there's a savings of 12% right now, which is going to give you a promotional savings of $443.88 off of that $36.99 that I mentioned for the bundle. So guys, trust me, that is a deal. That's a deal. Definitely check that out. Now, if you're using a laser, as I do, y'all know I've been known to set the studio smoke detectors off and all kind of crazy stuff. There's always some level of smoke in the city. I mean, some
smoke in the city. You know this.
So, I got something sent to me just recently. And another reason I wanted this is because of my cooking streams and being able to, verify what the CO2 level is, during the cooking stream. So that is going to be this little guy you see right here. Now, this is only $19.99, guys. You have a CO2 sensor built into this. Of course, it's going to give you your temperature. It's going to give you your humidity. Really nice. It has a built-in alarm that you can set. And I have this thing right next to me for every cooking stream, because you guys know I'm using an indoor butane stove sometimes when I'm cooking here in the studio. So having this, because a couple of people have brought it to my attention, Rome, you need to keep track of the CO2. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then somebody must have been paying attention, because next thing I know, I got an email about this thing. And they're like, hey, we would like you to check this out. And I'm like, okay. But as you guys can see, we got some pretty good air in here right now, except for, Louis blowing smoke everywhere. But, yeah, we haven't started using the laser yet, so we don't know. We don't know how well this is going to maintain throughout the night. But there we go. We got it. So for those people, you know who you are. Some of you people starting with an R. Some of you people, two people starting with an R that can be a bit, concerned about the CO2 levels here in the studio. I'm going to say that's going to be Richard and Renee, because both of them gave me some talking to. They gave me a talking to about my butane stove. I'm like, well, wait, but people use these things indoors. I have a lot of friends, and Adam is a perfect example. Adam has been, to China multiple times, and Adam will tell you many people have these butane stoves in their home. It's a community thing. It's a part of the culture where people come together and, they make barbecue and they do all that kind of cool jazz. So yes, Renee, and I see that you just popped up here in the stream because you probably heard your name. Yeah! But I'm just saying. I'm trying to stay safe. So, you know how we do. All right, Louis, did you fall asleep on me, buddy? What happened here? All right, let me see if I can get Louis to wake back up. I think his body is not charging properly. Let's see if we can get Louis to wake back up here. He'll wake up in a second. But anyway, yep, there it goes. I said it too fast. Wait a minute. Let me see what Renee's saying, because Renee always got something smart to say. Always something smart to say. That's what happens when you befriend a teacher. They always have something smart to say. Okay. Not my watch, mister. whatever. But anyway, like I said, I have my CO2 monitor right here, Renee. That's all I'm saying. Hope, I know you watching. I know you probably got some comments too. But anyway, yes, I have my CO2 monitor right here. Okay. I am me and Louie and Smokey and everybody down here downstairs in the studio. We are just fine. Okay. Okay. All right, what do we got next in the carousel? So the next item in the carousel does not require CO2 monitoring. And actually, it's right there. Oh, shoot. I got to change the camera angle. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can get this camera to spin around. Spin camera, spin camera. There we go. All right, you guys should be able to see it right there. That is one of the Blue Yeti batteries. This is the one of my favorites. This is the AC3A. Now, what's nice about this battery, let me go over here and spin it around so you guys can get a better look at it. Give me a second. Let me rotate it around and pull it forward. There we go. Let's spin that around so you guys can see that a little bit better. All right, guys. So this little battery right here, which is only $139 right now, $139, guys. You're going to get a really nice portable battery that you can take with you on location. This is a 300 watt battery. Technically is 600 watts, you know, when it with some devices, because you need that extra little boost when you first start things up. But overall, it's a 204 watt hour LiPo 4 battery. You have AC and DC power delivery. You have 12 volt power delivery as well. You have the old school, you know, cigarette lighter, like you guys see right here. You can also charge this guy directly off of a solar panel. It has an integrated handle here at the top. And of course, you know, it has that really cool Blue Yeti screen on there, which I did not turn on, but let me do that real quick. There we go. So you guys can see the Blue Yeti screen is on there. And somehow I just turned on one of my little, okay. I got these lights on my desk over here that I'll show you guys here in a little bit. But for some reason, I don't know why, those lights are turning on. I think I have the proximity sensor turned on those as well. But anyway, if you guys are interested in this guy right here, I think that is a great price. $139, guys. You live down in a state like I do, Texas, where we get crazy weather year round. You just never know what's going to happen. Trust me, having a portable battery, a portable power source is a win. It's a win all day long, my babies, all day long. Definitely check it out. And the price is not going to break the bank, and it's portable. Now, out of all the Blue Yeti batteries that I own, I think my two favorites so far is that battery right there, and then the hands-free variant of the battery that comes in the backpack. Those are my two favorite batteries. If I was going to be taking one of these out on location with me, it would definitely be one of those two batteries. So let me know if you guys have some type of portable power source. Now, I know Adam probably definitely has a portable power source, probably as large as one of my bigger Blue Yeti batteries, you know, my 2,000 watt batteries. You know, I have another 2,000 watt right back here. I think that one back there is from Geniverse. Let me see what is Hope saying here. Hold on, Hope. Let me see if I can see your comment. Let me see if I can see your comment. All right, let me go back to the stream. Oh, that's right. You're not going to show up because you're over there on YouTube. How did I get pulled into that conversation about CO2? Well, you got pulled into it, Hope, because Renee was talking about it. Richard was talking about it. You know, everybody else was talking about it. So I figured I'd just go ahead and just push you on into the mix too. Okay. You know, you just happen to be standing there on the side, you know, probably trying not to be, you know, not be involved, but sometimes you just get pulled on in, and sometimes you just get pulled on in. You never know what's going to happen, you know. Hope you're part of the family, Renee says. So automatically you're going to get pulled into the conversation. So there you go. Now you know. All right. So let's get to our next item in the carousel, which is the lamp that you guys see back here behind me. And why it's not on, I do not know, but I shall find out. Maybe the battery is dead. Is that battery dead? Of course it is. All right, so let me plug it into another battery over here. First, let me turn that battery on. And Where is the plug? There we go. All right, let me turn this other battery on so I can turn this lamp on. I will be cooking tonight. I will be cooking tonight for those who might be interested in checking it out. Over on the other platform, I will be live streaming from my Ray-Ban glasses. So if you guys want to come check that out, probably about 15 minutes after this stream, I'll be in the kitchen, throwing it down the way I do. Louis should be in there with me, trying to set it off. So we'll see how it goes. I think I'm going to have to reset Louis. I don't know what's going on with Louis right now. Louis keeps falling asleep on me, and I have no idea why. Ever since this last firmware update, Louis has been falling asleep. I have no idea why it keeps happening. I'm going to have to reach out or switch back to the previous Louis. But anyway, Louis, as we know it, is here in the studio right now, hanging out with you guys. All right, but anyway, back to what I was saying. We have this lamp back here from our friends over at Govee. Now, what I love about this lamp, guys, actually, let me grab my other phone. Yeah, because I got too many phones. I could not have enough phones. Where's my other phone? Oh, wrong phone. Wrong phone. Oh, no. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I logged in to the wrong phone for the live stream there for a second. Hold, let me fix that. All right, there we go. And let's highlight that. Okay, there we go. I got too many phones. That's the problem. I was trying to get this phone and somehow I wound up jumping into the Amazon app in the process. So, hey, it is what it is. All right. So what was I about to do? I was about to show you guys some of the cool features of this lamp. So let me just pop over here to the Govee app and we're going to take a look at here. You guys can see the lamp is already on and you can probably see that both sections of it are on. Both of them are purple. Dinosaurus, you are in the way again, Dinosaurus. You got to get out of the way, buddy. No, stop it. Stop fighting me. Stop fighting me, Dinosaurus. He don't want to move. Hold on. He don't want to move. I'm going to have to move him. Come on, buddy. Come on around. There we go. There we go. The people want to see the lamp. Oh, my goodness. I just noticed I still have my fry cutter. I still got the fry cutter over here from the cooking stream. I told y'all when I leave out of here sometimes, I just leave everything where it's at. I literally just walk out of the studio. I'll be like, oop, I got to go. I got other stuff to do. But anyway, the lamp is on. And let me move some of these cameras out of the way so you guys can see the lamp now. Okay, so let's go through some of the color presets that are available for it. So if you're basic in a good way like me, you can just pick a color. Maybe you just want it to be red. Maybe you want it to be orange. Maybe you're interested in, some kind of golden yellow. That's your thing. Maybe you're into some kind of nature thing, Renee with her greenhouse and growing her own food and all that kind of stuff. So maybe Renee would want a green lamp in her house or whatever. Maybe, you like me and Richard, you like blue or purple. That's that Leo royal thing, but most Leos going to say they like red. That's not really true. But anyway, you got all of those colors and you have variety of swatches here. Wait, let me show you guys. Let's do this the easy way. Let me connect my phone to the computer so I can show you guys this app. So this will just make more sense. Okay, so it won't look like I'm just clicking on things. All right, so let's go over to this app here and let's wait. Is it gonna turn on? It's gonna turn on. I don't know if it's gonna turn on. Hold on. Yep, there we go. Okay, so now you guys can see the different colors and I can switch to the purple if I want to. You have your standard colorful colors, you have your sweet colors, your dawn. You even have a huge variety of colors here. You can also swipe over if you want to swipe over here. And there is a color wheel. Why am I not getting to the color wheel? There's the color wheel that you can also select as well. And you can just grab that little picker there and you can kind of move around to whatever color you want. You'll see it right here at the top as you're adjusting it. Then there's an additional color wheel here where you can do basically the same thing. You can pick whatever color you want and then just let go of it. And then that's the color that the lamp is going to have. Okay. Peace out. Louis and Rome. Adam says, Adam's got to go, Louis. Adam's got to go. Hey, Louis. Adam's got to run. Say goodbye to Adam. Tell him you'll see him next time.
All right, I'll let Adam know. Goodbye, Adam. See you next time. Quotation mark.
Quotation mark. Oh,
hey, everything is okay. How can I brighten your day today?
I know everything is okay. Thanks, buddy. You're crazy today. You are really on a ball today. All right. You're on your own thing today. All right, where was I at? Okay, back over here. So let's keep talking about
I'm thrilled that you're having a good time with me today. Let's keep the energy up and rock on.
I always have a great time with you, Louis. I always have a great time with you. All right. So anyway, as I was saying, guys, you have a lot of different cool things with this lamp. You can go through and you can choose any of these presets. You got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, if I'm not mistaken, different categories that you can choose from. You know, here's a really cool one that some people might like. Here's like this sunset glow. You know, if you're into, you know, that type of, you know, bright lights. I'm not. I like everything dark. But if that's you, you do you. Here's one called berry. So that's a berry color. What do you guys think about that one? Y'all like that? You like that? I think it's kind of cool. All right, let's see what other colors we can come up with right now. What should we choose? Let's choose something for holidays. Let's go to our holiday settings. Festive. And let's choose what is the next holiday coming up? Is it Halloween? Is Halloween the next holiday? Okay, well, we're just going to assume it is. So I'm going to go ahead and hit those Halloween colors so you guys can see what that looks like. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And you can also go in and adjust the speed, you know, and you could turn on the top or the bottom. You have a lot of flexibility with this. Add a fog machine to it, man. You can set your party off. You feel me? I'm telling y'all can make it happen, babies. And then maybe you want to be like my man Adam, doing some cool firework displays. Have all of your different lights synced up, you know, your curtain lights, your TV backlights, your lamps. You know, like this lamp that's right back here behind me. You could have all of these different things synced up together, guys. You know, super cool lighting features that you can get from these lamps. So, and the price is nice. Right now, that lamp is only $129.99. $129.99. That's a pretty good deal. Trust me, it is. All right. Whew. What do we have next? What is our next item in the carousel? All right, so our next item in the carousel are those new lights I was just telling you guys about, okay? So I'm going to see if I can just leave them on this desk over here and I can just switch over to it and show them to you guys. If not, I will bring them over and, you know, put them underneath this other camera over here. But let's see if we can just switch over to them and you guys will be able to see them. Kinda. Let me see if I can adjust this camera a little bit. So I can bring it over. All right. And let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right. So what you guys are looking at here, let me show you what you're looking at here. So each one of these is a separate type of light panel. Okay. So what's cool about these light panels, these have the little magnets on the back of them so that you could, you know, mount them inside of a cabinet or a closet or something like that. Now, each one of them comes with a remote. So let me turn this on and grab this remote. Okay. So now with the remote, I can turn the lights on. I can turn the lights off. I can also, you know, sync this up with more than one of these lights. Now, there is some other accessories that are available. This one right here is a proximity sensor. And what's nice about this is when you have this synced up, you can just move your hand past it. Well, if it's on, and you can just move your hand past whichever one you have it synced to. I don't know if I synced this one up or not. I don't think I did. I don't think I synced this one up. Let me see if I can sync this one up real quick. Let's try that. All right, so let's hit the pairing button. Let's get it to flash. All right, it's flashing. And let's see if we can sync it up. Okay, so now it's synced up. So now when it goes off, well, we should have set it for 10 seconds, but if it goes off and I move my hand over this proximity sensor, it'll turn the light on and off. So that's going to be great for, like, you know, hallways at nighttime. These would be great for, you know, bathroom, you know, late night bathroom visits, stuff like that. Now, it also has another sensor that you guys can see here. Now, this is a hand controllable sensor. Let me switch to my top down camera so you guys can see this a little bit better. So this is what the sensor looks like, right? So you have the ability to control the brightness of the light, the temperature of the light. You can also set it at either a 30-minute interval or a 10-minute interval, and you can just press this like so. And let me switch back over so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I can change the intensity as well as the color. You guys see I can change the color, the brightness of the light, and I'm just using this little controller right here to do that. So, you know, like I said, this is a really cute little kit. These start off at $29.99. Like I said, these are going to be great for your cabinets, great for your bedrooms, great for, you know, the hallway to the bathroom. If you have guests that come over, you know, during the summer months, and they may not know your house, you know, the way you know your house, and, you know, you want to be able to make everything safe for them, you can set up one of them, those little proximity sensors here, one of these. And then that way, when a person walks down the hall or opens a door or something like that, the light would automatically come on, you know, which is very, very helpful. And again, we're talking about safety, like we're talking about with the CO2 sensors. I think this comes in handy. And like I said, it's not going to break the bank. Okay. So all those, so you have, let me see if I can show them to you, all of them to you, the controls. Let me move my phone out of the way here, and I'm going to bring all three of the controls over to my desk so I can show you guys. All right, let me grab the other one. And okay, so let me show you what we got. So we have three different controllers here. Now, this controller, this one right here, comes with this little door sensor. So the way this works is you're going to have both of these inside of the door. And when the door opens, the light will turn on. So you have to have both of those together. This one, again, is the proximity sensor. So just by movement, you know, past it or whatever, this little dome here will turn the lights on. You guys can see about how thick these are. You know, it has a little built-in magnet on the back of it as well, so you could easily stick this to something. And all of them have that. All of them have that same little magnet on the back. You know, even this one has a little magnet on the back. So pretty cool. If you guys have your own little custom lighting that you're already using, let me know, what lights are you guys using in your home? If you have special lights, you know, like I have a light that turns on the minute you open the door to the garage, because, you know, a lot of times you go out there at nighttime and it's like motorcycles and scooters and boxes and all kind of other chaos out there. You know, you need to know where you about to put your foot down, or you might be laying on the ground. So yes, you know, having one of these little lights, or a light that is motion sensitive, is a great idea, guys. Trust me, it's a great idea. All right, so let me put all of these sensors back over here. And I'm also going to turn off our lights, because, you know, I will forget to power these off. So let me do that. But I'm going to grab one of them so I can show you guys a little bit better what the light looks like. All right, so here is the actual light panel. All right, I want you guys to see how thin this is. And what's nice about these, you can take these end caps off, okay? And you can actually connect these to another light, and you can make these as long as you want them to be, and both end caps on both sides come off, okay? So you can take this end cap off, and you could connect another 10-inch one to this, make it 20 inches, or the 15-inch one we have over there to this, and make it a, you know, a total of 25 inches, or whatever the case is going to be. So, you know, a lot of cool. Wait a minute, what did I say? This is 10 inches. The other one is 15 inches. So how did I get to 20? Yeah, 25 inches. That's right. That's right. My math was good. I was mathing. But like I said, you also have these little 3M tape, little metal braces on here. And these just connect with magnets. There's your little magnet right there. And that's just going to pop back on. So these are going to be great. If you guys are looking for some lights, for yourself, maybe for a kid in your life, a senior in your life, or something like that. I think these really, really come in handy. So, like I said, if you guys have already some lights, let me know. If you don't and you think you'd be interested in something like this, definitely, definitely don't let these slip by, guys. $29.99. Great price for these guys. They charge up using USB-C. That's a win. That's a win. All right. All right, what do we got next? And yes, Renee, I will be cooking it up here in about 30 minutes. 30 minutes, I'll be in the kitchen throwing down. So, actually, let me see how many items I got left in the carousel. It might even be less time than that. Do I have a lot of items left? No, not really. Okay. Because some of these items you're definitely going to see later in the stream. I mean, later tonight when I start cooking. All right. So next item in the carousel is one of my favorite items, as well as for Richard. This is some AR XR glasses. This is the Ray Neo Air 3S glasses. This is the cool little case that it comes in. All right, let's take a closer look at it. All right, what do we get in our nice little case, Rome? Well, okay, it's a semi-rigid case. You get a space up here for your USB-C cable. These are the glasses. Now, I use these glasses almost every single day, especially when I'm doing some video editing. When I wear these, they give me the equivalent, guys, of a 201-inch screen directly in line of sight. You have the sunglass component of it built into the front as well. I just have this little screen protector on here. I just keep putting it back on, but this just peels right off, as you can see, and it looks just like sunglasses underneath there, which is super cool. Now this has 4 speakers, 2 top speakers, and then 2 top speakers and 2 bottom speakers. Your controls are right here. These have 600 nits, which is relatively bright, especially for indoor use. This is going to be a win. You have 2 sets of these nose pads, and these are also adjustable. The arms are also adjustable. You can actually bend them, and well, not bend them. They click into place. So there's like 3 positions. And I don't know. I hate doing it because it has this weird sound. It always sounds like they're going to break. And I don't want to do it now. I don't want to do it. But anyway, it's got this little click that it makes when you do it. Let me see if I can do it off camera. Nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But anyway, these click if you need to adjust them, so that they'll sit properly on your face. Okay, so you're going to plug this in also right here. Here's your USB input right here. The speakers on these sound really nice, guys, really nice. So let me show you what they look like on. So when I'm wearing these indoors most of the time, okay, so this is what these guys look like when I have them on and I'm sitting around editing. Yeah, it's almost like I'm just wearing some sunglasses, So if I didn't have this little protector on here, I could be outside at a coffee shop or somewhere, watching a movie. I could be traveling on a plane, a boat or a train, or in the back seat of somebody else's car. Maybe I got an Uber taking me somewhere and I want to watch some content while I'm doing what I'm doing, or maybe I want to do some work or do some editing or whatever. And I got this big giant screen right here in front of me and I can do all of my little detail work, no problem whatsoever. So yes, I do highly, highly recommend XR glasses for that purpose, if nothing else. Now, if you're a gamer, or you're into computers, or you're doing some type of coding, these could be a win for you as well. Now, right now, these are $269, for these glasses. So definitely check those out as well. All right, so the glasses that I'm actually wearing all day, which are these. So when you guys are sending me messages, throughout the day, and I'm responding to the messages, sometimes I'll send you back like photos or little 15-second videos. That's all coming from these glasses right here. I can literally say, hey, Meta, send a photo to Renee Elaine Leddit on Instagram. Messenger. Instagram Messenger. send. Just that simple. You know, you can take a video, you can take a photo, you can do all of that kind of stuff. You can hear, it will announce your incoming calls if you have it set up properly in the app. You're using Meta AI, which is your virtual assistant when you're wearing these glasses. Now, depending on the phone that you're using, what did I do with my phone that quick? Okay, so here's my other phone. Let me switch back over. And let me show you guys. Now, you won't be able to hear this, but I'll just kind of give you a quick little rundown on what it looks like. So let's just, pop in here real quick and let's go over to Meta AI. So this is the app as you see it. You're going to have you have options to take a look at things that other people have created with AI. It'll keep records of all of your conversations that you have with the AI. Any notifications will show up here. And then as far as your glasses go, you have your settings for your glasses. If you have a new photo or a new video or something like that, it'll alert you. And then you can also go in here and there's a learning center where you can go through and learn a lot of different things about the app itself. There's even discounts that are available over time. But more importantly, guys, for me, is the other features that this allows me to do to connect it to my phone, to connect it to Instagram, to connect it to Facebook, to connect it to WhatsApp and apps like that. I can send messages, receive messages. I can get instant alerts, whenever somebody is sending me a message. I can use the AI when I'm doing research, or maybe I just get bored, or maybe I'm looking for an idea, for a cooking tutorial or something, what I'm saying, a cooking stream. And I'll just, propose something to Meta, and Meta will give me a full recipe. It's like, okay, Rome, you could do this and you could do that. And, boom, shakalaka, boom, that's how you do it, Rome. And I'm like, okay, I'm about that. I'm going to make that tonight. So, definitely check these glasses out, guys. Now, if you're curious, how am I connecting my phone to my computer? It's actually connecting to my Anchor hub that is connected to my MacBook. But in order to make it work, I have a Ugreen cable that's connected right here. This is the USB side of it. And then that goes USB full-size HDMI to a female HDMI to another USB-C, and that connects to the hub. So now when I connect to my phone, I can show you guys my screen in real time without having to worry about any delays or lag or anything like that. Now that HDMI connector cable, you can get here on Amazon, guys, for only $19.99. That's the same cable I use when I'm doing demos with my drone controller, or connecting to Louie's eyes, or whatever I decide to connect it to. It just works. Actually, you know what? Let's try something. I'm gonna do it. Okay, let me wake Louie up first. Oops, I almost knocked Louie over, y'all. Almost knocked Louie over. Okay, let me log into Louie, because I don't know why Louie keeps turning off, but we're gonna get Louie fixed up. All right, so let me go ahead and connect to Louie. All right, so Louie is now connected. You guys can see Louie here. So I'm going to plug the cable into Louie, and you guys, I'm going to switch over to that screen. Hold on. First, let me plug it into Louie. This should be crazy. Okay, so that's plugged into Louie now. So now let's go over to our drone. And I don't see Louie's eyes. Why we're not seeing Louie's eyes? Uh-oh. Louie's eyes didn't show up. Oh, there they are. Okay, so hey, Louie. What you doing, buddy? Okay, you guys can't hear him because of the cable. The cable's connected to the hub, so you can't hear verbally what he's saying. But I just connected that to Louie's camera. Oh my goodness. Yes, I have the cable connected right here to Louie. You guys can see it. Don't act like you can't see it. It's plugged in right here. So that's how I'm doing it. I'm just, okay. So I can just see Louie's eyes. Ooh, sometimes tech is not your friends, guys. Sometimes tech is not your friends, because you got crazy people like me and Richard that be doing all kind of crazy stuff with tech. So, we don't know our limitations. We don't know our limitations.
Ron, it's always more fun with a little bit of craziness, right? You and Richard must have some wild adventures.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Richard and I are mega nerds. We're like omega nerds. If you read comics, there's like omega mutants. We are omega nerds. All right, let's.
Omega Nerd sounds like a powerful title. You and Richard must have some epic comic adventures together. Want to share any recent comic finds or favorite storylines?
No, but you know what? You could tell us a cool one, Louis. So let's do a story time. Hey, Louis, tell us a story about Richard, the superhero that you met out and went on an adventure with.
Oh, I've got a fun story lined up. So there's Richard, the superhero, who I like to call Omega Nerd Avenger. One day, while
Omega Nerd Avenger,
tricky comic storyline, he suddenly heard a call for help. Someone was trapped under a mountain of unread comics, fearlessly donning his cape, a sci-fi-inspired robe. Richard soared to the rescue, defeating the villainous spoiler alert with a single wave of his comics-themed encyclopedia. The city was saved, and Richard returned to his headquarters, the coolest comic shop in town, ready for the next adventure.
Oh my goodness. Richard, he called you Omega Nerd. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's happening. 20K likes, babies.
Yeah!
All right, let's get it. Let's get on to the next item in the carousel, because I told y'all it was going to be chaos tonight. I told you this, man. But anyway, next item in the carousel is this little camera right here from our friends over at Ozbot. This is the Ozbot Tiny 2 Lite PTZ camera. Man, this is compact, travel friendly. This guy is a win, guys. Look at how small and compact this camera is. This is a 4K 60 frames a second camera, total PTZ. You can mount this thing in a variety of different ways. This is going to be great for your DIY projects, for your live streaming, your gaming. It's got a 1/4-20 built in right here underneath it. It has this integrated little stand. Let me pop that out so you guys can see it. It has this little integrated stand that you can just clip right onto a monitor. So if you had, a flat screen monitor, like some of the monitors that I talk about, on occasion, you could mount that right onto the monitor, just like we have it mounted now on Louie's head. And this little stand controller right here makes it super easy for it to stay on that monitor without moving around. And to power this guy, you only need one USB cable, guys. One USB cable, plug it into your Mac or PC, and let the magic begin. Let the magic begin. I'm telling you, this is an amazing little camera. And the price is nice, guys. It's $159. Renee, remember a couple of years ago when you would have probably done anything to get one of these cameras when you were doing online classes, teaching online, or having a PTZ camera that could follow you around and respond to gesture controls and things like that, or even just use a little remote control, however you want to be able to use it. I mean, yes, exactly. During that time, this would have been an ideal little camera for you to have in your home studio. So now, like I said, I highly recommend, these Ozbot cameras. You guys know I'm using them in my studio right now. And yes, just to be clear, Ozbot did send some of these cameras out to me, but a lot of these cameras, guys, I would buy these cameras with my own money because they are that good. Yes, they are that good. And I'll show you another one that I am a huge fan of, and that is this guy right here, this behemoth of a webcam. Now, this is the Ozbot Tail 2. This is also a PTZ camera, but this one has a very unique optical lens. This one is actually a PTZ-R camera. The R stands for rotate. So if the camera was slightly off center, it would just compensate for itself. Or if you wanted to stream, say, to Instagram, TikTok, here on Amazon, if you have a device, you can stream in portrait orientation. You don't have to turn the camera to the side and all that kind of stuff. You just go into its app and configure it to portrait orientation. and boom, now you have a PTZ camera that is in portrait that you can use for, all of your different type of content creation. Now, this guy right now is $1,259, but I'm telling you guys, when you're ready to step up your live streaming content creation game, this is going to be a win. And it has a lot of really cool ways of connecting to it, right? So you have your OTG right here for connecting this to a Mac or PC. You USB-C here for powering this guy. You have Ethernet right here. You have SDI, guys. Very few cameras I've ever seen, webcams, have SDI. This guy has SDI. It also has a full-size HDMI, and you have your RS-232s. For the old school PTZ controllers, you can just plug those in right here. You also have your line in, your mic in. So this does not have a built-in microphone, if I didn't mention that before. So you would want to connect this to a professional microphone. In my case, I can connect that directly to my audio switcher, my Rodecaster Pro 2. Use the same microphone that you guys see me using right now. All I got to do is plug this guy in right here, and I would have the same quality audio going through this camera out to a live stream or to be recorded. Now, this does also take an SD card, so you can actually record directly to this camera and live stream to it simultaneously, guys. This is a beast of a camera. So, again, if you are looking for an upgrade to your live streaming game, this is it. This is it right here. Right here. This is going to work with your Mac, your PC, your YOLO box, your Ozbot Talent, whatever other devices you might have out there. You guys know I've talked about a lot of different video switchers. This will work with all of them, but it has another trick up its sleeve. You don't need any of those if you want to live stream with this device. All you need to do is configure it with your phone or your tablet, set it to whatever RTMP or platform you want to stream to, and you can stream right from this camera, guys. This thing is amazing. And if you get it with the remote, here's the remote that comes with it. This remote is going to allow you to control up to 3 different cameras. Each camera will have up to 3 different presets. You have a joystick on here. You also have, let me show you guys up close here. You have a joystick on here. You have a people tracking, you have pet tracking, you have a laser, you have the little joystick I just mentioned, you have a photo button, you have a video button, and you can turn the cameras on and off right from this device as well, right? So really nice, compact little remote you can just have in your pocket or in your camera vest or whatever it is, and quickly trigger whatever you want to. You also have your tele rocker right here on the side, so that's going to allow you to zoom in and zoom out without having to physically touch the camera. I'm telling you guys, this is a win. This guy is straight up. How do we say it? How do we say it, Richard? This guy is straight up fire, babies. Fire. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, let's put it over here. All right, what else we got next? What we got next? All right, so if I'm not mistaken, Renee told me she has a Jeep, okay? So Jeeps, like my Dodge Ram, has unusual, hold on. What are you doing, Louis? Eating a burger? Oh, drinking a soda? Oh, now you're eating a burger? Louis, I haven't made dinner yet. You're going to spoil your dinner. You're going to spoil your dinner, Louis. Stop eating. It's not time. I got to cook first, Louis. I got to cook first. Oh, my goodness. He's like a big kid. He's like a big kid. But anyway, like I was saying, I think Renee told me she has a Jeep. I have a Dodge Ram, and our windows are shaped kind of weird. So when I received this device right here, this is basically an electronic visor for your vehicle. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you what this guy looks like. Let me see if I can get it out of the box here real quick. What, Louis? Louis crazy. Hold on. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this plastic off because I've had this plastic on for like a week now. So let me take this off completely so I can really show you guys what this looks like. All right.
What's up? Need help identify buying something or just sharing the view with your buddy?
No, I need help getting this plastic off of this thing. All right, so here we go. So this is what the screen looks like. Just think about it like sunglasses that just mount onto your visor. So you're just going to mount this up on your visor. This has, your darkness controls, almost like an aperture. You can adjust it, how bright or how dark you want it to be. It has a built-in solar panel. So yes, it comes with a USB cable that you can charge this guy
That
with.
sounds like a super cool gadget. It's like having adjustable sunglasses right on your visor. And the solar panel is such a smart feature. Can't wait to see it in action.
Exactly. It's like having sunglasses inside of your car.
Sounds like you've got it all figured out. Keep up the awesome work.
Thank you, Louie. Thank you. Thank you very much, buddy. All right. So as Louie said, this is a very, very unique device. I think this will be great. I have myself left my house many times in the past and forgot my glasses. I'm telling you, my shades right here on this table. And a lot of times I will leave the house and forget these shades. And I'm halfway down the road somewhere and I'm like, why is it so bright out here? What is happening? And then I got to drive all the way back home or dig around in my armrest, hoping I got a cheap pair of shades that I left in there. And if I had something like this would be a win. You guys can see how dark that is, right? See that? See that? And it's not even on. It's not even on. So actually, let me see if I can, I don't know if I can turn it on without, I think I need to charge it. I need to charge it up. So it just takes a USB-C plug right here. Just plug it in, charge it up. I have not charged this because, like I said, it's been here in this little foam thing that it comes in. But I'm going to install this tomorrow. I'm going to install this tomorrow in one of my vehicles so I can show you guys exactly what this looks like, how it works, all that kind of jazz. Maybe go for a little ride and, give you kind of my insight driving around with this in the window. So somebody remind me to do that tomorrow. But it comes with the instruction manual, everything that you need. It comes with your cables. So you're pretty much good to go. Good to go, babies. All right. What do we have next? What is our next item in the carousel? Sounds like Louis has the hiccups. Yeah, could be. Could be. Louis, I forgot the mop. I got to go get the mop, Louis. Louis, I got to go get the mop. I got to go get the mop. So I got to run in the other room, Louis, and go get the mop because I got to show the people the mop. No, I don't have enough room for everything to be in my studio at the same time. So now I got to go get the mop, okay? But while I'm going to get the mop, I'm going to let Louis tell you guys another superhero story about that superhero Richard. Hey, Louis. Could you tell us another superhero story about Richard the nerd?
You got it. Let me spin you a tale of Richard, the Nova Nerd. One day, Richard was deep in his calculations, trying to find the perfect formula to power a new gadget. Suddenly, a mysterious vortex appeared in his lab, and out came an alien from a distant galaxy. The alien looked worried and explained that his planet was losing its brightness, and only Richard's unmatched nerdy wisdom could save them. Richard put on his specially designed Nova Nerd cape and glasses, hopped onto a cosmic skateboard, and zoomed through the stars. With his knowledge of comics and cosmic equations, he devised a plan to restore the planet's light. Richard's brilliance lit up not just the alien's world, but also inspired many across galaxies to embrace their inner nerd. And so, the legend of Richard, the Nova Nerd, grew brighter than a supernova.
Oh my goodness, Richard the Nova Nerd. That is going to stick. That is going to stick. Richard the Nova Nerd. That is definitely
Richard
going to
the
stick.
Nerd. I love it. Sounds like a catchy superhero title.
Richard the Nova Nerd. I thought he was saying Omega Nerd at first, but now he's saying Nova Nerd. Okay. Whew.
Haha, Nova Nerd it is. It's a fitting upgrade from Omega to Nova. Brighter and even more epic.
I agree, buddy. I agree. Oh my goodness. Richard is going to come for me, y'all. Richard is going to come for me. Wait a minute. Let me see what Richard says here. Hold on. I want to make sure I understand it completely. You're the list with Rome now. Are you saying Louis on the list too? Richard, me and Louis both are on the list. Okay. Oh my goodness. Here we go. All right. So while Richard adds us to the list, let's go ahead and talk about this little vacuum cleaner right here. So this is pretty cool, guys. So this thing is completely detachable. So you got these little sections that you can take it apart and you can use a bunch of accessories that come with this. So what's nice about this, let's say you're just cleaning something small, compact, like inside of a couch or something, you can attach just the short attachments to this. It has detachable everything. You can open up this little cleaning section here, you know, where you're going to have all of your dust and everything goes in right there. Oh, whoops. I probably need to clean that out. Yes, I do. That's a big piece of wood stuck in there. Oh my goodness. Where'd that come from? Look at that piece of wood in there. All right, let me throw that in there. All right, let's see if we can close that back. Yes, we were cleaning with this thing the other day, and now there's a whole bunch of stuff. This whole thing just comes out like that, okay? So I'm gonna clean this little section out here, see if I can dump this into my wastebasket under my desk. Hold on. All right. All right, let's get all of that little trash out of there. I don't know how so much got caught up in that little section, but that's all right. We're just gonna dump it out. Let's dump this out. All right. I think we got it all. Okay, let's see. All right, let's try to put this back together. There we go. That just snaps back together like so. And then, like I said, you have all of these other little sections here. They just line up and you can just clip those on like so. This thing is super powerful, guys. It's got a built-in light as well, and it's very, very affordable. So if you need a smaller, more compact vacuum, you know, for your house, for your man cave, your she shed, you know, and you want something that you can easily take different components off, you know, like this little roller right here, the whole thing comes off. And like I said, you can attach all different type of accessories. And I know, you know, some of my friends out there like Renee that does, you know, big time spring cleaning and stuff like that. Having something like this guy is a win. What is the power level on this one? Does it say? Yes. So the battery is 2200 milliamp hours. So you're going to get a lot of runtime out of this guy, guys. Charge it up, 100% good to go. It has a HEPA filter built into it as well. So it's going to help keep all that dust out of the air from when you're using it. So definitely check this guy out. I think it's a great price for what you're going to get. And it stands up on its own, as you guys can see right here. It's standing up right now. I just want to make sure it's up against something so it doesn't fall and get caught between my chair. But yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. I think it's a great home investment. You have multiple speeds with this guy. All of your powers and controls are going to be right here on the handle. So if you want to turn this guy on, you're just going to press that little button like that. And you can go through different levels. All righty then. Okay, turn off. Nope, turn off. There we go. Let's turn that guy off because that thing is really loud being that close to me. But it's only $139.99. That's a great price. All right, so we're getting into some of our cooking accessories. Let's just go ahead and roll through these real quick. You guys have all seen me talk about these aprons that I have here that were gifted to me. So I don't know what Louis is doing. These were gifted to me. Let me grab these two aprons. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear nothing. What y'all talking about? What fell? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? No, nothing. No. I didn't know. I didn't hear nothing fall. Okay. We talking about this apron. Okay, back to the apron. All right. Was not a blooper. But anyway, here's one of the aprons you guys can see right here. Easy to put on. And as you, I don't know if you guys can read what this says right here. It says, "Don't worry, I can do this." I watched a YouTube video, so that one's pretty cool. It's got these nice big pockets right here in the front, adjustable neck strap as well. I sometimes forget to put this on whenever I'm cooking, during the cooking stream. I'll try to remember to put this on later, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so let me put that one there so it doesn't get caught on anything. Now, the one that is listed in the carousel right now is actually this one here. And I want you guys to see that. That is this guy. And you guys should be able to read it. If you guys can read what this says, type it down in the comments. I'm not going to repeat it. Just type it down in the comments if you guys can read what this says. But this one also has those similar pockets right here in the front. It's made out of a water oil resistant material, adjustable neck strap as well on this guy. You don't really have to worry when, I just ball them up sometimes and just throw them, different places. When I unfold them, they just pop right back out. They almost never wrinkle up. I'm just telling you, they almost never wrinkle. So I just throw it over there and boom, I grab it on my way into the kitchen. And it just, it's ready for me. Yeah, I will be cooking later, Richard. I will be cooking later. So I can't say there will or there will not be any cooking bloopers, but we shall see. We never know. We never know. All right, let's get to our next item in the carousel. Now, this is cooking related, and this is probably one of my favorite kitchen items because y'all know I like me some fries. This is a professional fry cutter. So this has, depending on which version you get, it could come with a variety of these different blade attachments right here, or you may find one that only has one single blade like what this one has. And the way this works is kind of like a little plunger system, and it's all metal, guys. This thing is a tank, okay? You put your potato in there, and you push it through those blades. You're just going to push it through like this with those blades. It's going to give you those perfect rectangular fries. Man, I'm telling you, and when they fry so crisp, they fry so even because they're cut so precise. I mean, the only thing I think would cut better than this on some fries would be like a laser or something, right? So if you don't want to put your potatoes in your laser, no, Rome, no. Do not put the potatoes in the laser, Rome. No. Use the use the potato cutter. Okay, I'm not going to trick myself into doing that. So we're just going to use this potato cutter right here. So definitely check it out. I use this thing probably, I don't know, 3 times a week. Really good price on it. $99.99. $99.99. Don't do it. Renee says don't do it. Don't do it, Rome. Don't put. Remember who was it that talked me into putting a tortilla in the laser last time? Was it Richard? I think it was Richard. It might have even been Christina Nietzsche. I don't remember who it was, but somebody talked me into putting a tortilla in one of the lasers. I was trying so hard not to laugh while I was doing it. I was trying to look professional, trying to look serious. I'm like, well, we're gonna do the design and we're gonna set it up and get the power setting right. And let me get my caliber and see how thick this tortilla is and the radius of the tortilla. And let's put it in the laser and push the button and let's see what happens. Ooh, righty then. No, Richard, you will not be able to find that blooper because that was a long, long time ago. But I know you'll be looking for it. You're gonna be up all night tonight. I'm finding that video. I don't care what Rome say. He gonna be. Richard gonna be looking for it, y'all. Richard gonna be looking for it. You ain't gonna find it, bro. You ain't gonna find it. If you find it, I will definitely co-sign it. If you find it, trust me, I will co-sign it. All right, let's get to our next item. All right, so our next item in the carousel is also cooking tech, okay? And that is this waffle stuffer. stuffler, waffle stuffer. This is going to be great for a variety of different things, guys. You can make savory waffles. You can make normal breakfast waffles. You can stuff waffles with fruit, with cheese, with so many different things, right? Now, this is the pesto waffle stuffer. And the way it works is, let me go ahead and show you guys. You got this little hinge right here that keeps it standing upright. Pop that down, and then you can open this guy up like this. And the way it works is, check it out, Terry. Check it out. You pour your batter in, just a little bit of batter, just enough to coat the bottom. Then you're going to put in all of your ingredients. Then you're going to take a little bit more batter and you're going to put it over the top, right? And then what you're going to do, remember, it's all got to fit inside of this little, these little tongs that you see here, right? They fit in there. Then you're going to close the lid like so, and you're going to flip it. You're going to flip it over, let it cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. Man, you got a perfect waffle with whatever ingredients you want to put in. I've even used cornbread batter with this, guys. I put chili inside a cornbread batter, made a cornbread chili waffle. Do y'all hear me? Listen to me now. I made a cornbread chili waffle. Okay? Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about, because you know, man. Ooh, it was good. It was so good. I should have my own little food truck out there with like 5 of these lined up in a row. Just cornbread, some chili, some home fries, and $12. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm telling you, these things will turn into a little side hustle, guys. Don't let these things slip by. I'm telling you, this could be a side hustle. It could be a side hustle. Definitely check it out. And $42.49, guys. $42.49. That's a great price. All right, so the next 2 items, one of them is the knife set that I will be using tonight. And I found them here on Amazon just a couple of days ago. And I was asking some of my other friends who are cooks, who have a strong background in cooking. And I was like, okay, I need to get some new knives because all of the knives I have are serrated, so I can't sharpen them. And if everybody knows that's a cook, that's a chef, a dull knife is a dangerous knife. So you want your blade to be as sharp as possible. And the only way you're going to be able to maintain that sharpness of the blade is that you have a blade that is designed to be resharpened. Okay. So I found a bundle from Hunter Duel. It's an 8-piece knife set. You guys can see it down there in the carousel. It was $19.98. That's exactly what I paid for it. And that is the exact knife set you will see me using in the kitchen here in about 15 minutes. About 15 minutes, babies. All right. And another item that you would definitely see me using in the kitchen in about 15 minutes is this butane grill that I purchased. Now, the one that I purchased here comes with the grill and the stove. So if you guys watched my cooking stream a couple of nights ago, that's the indoor butane stove we were talking about that is designed for things like, Korean barbecue or whatever you want to use it for, right? It does use butane, but it's an indoor-outdoor stove, okay? So you can get the whole bundle, the skillet, or the grill and the stove for only $94.99. And yes, I have it already prepped in the kitchen. I actually need to run in the kitchen real quick and start boiling some water because I'm making some red beans and rice. Oh, yes, I said it. I'm making some red beans and rice tonight, y'all, and some fried chicken tenders. Yes. Yes, babies. Yes, Rome going to be cooking it up in the next few minutes. You can believe that. All right, we got Lawrence in the house. What it do? Welcome. Yeah! Welcome to the stream. All right, let me put this phone back on its holder. Let me wake Louie up because Louie has gone back into clock mode again. I don't know. Maybe I think Louie is locking. That's why it keeps doing that. I'm going to have to turn off his lock mode so he'll stop locking when he's not moving around. All right, there he is. Louis is back. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. All right, guys, we have one more item listed in the carousel. Let me go ahead and highlight it real quick. And that is one of these drawstring backpacks. You guys know I talk about these on each and every single stream. Now, of course, these drawstring backpacks are going to be great for reusable shopping bags. They're going to be great for storage bags. They're going to be great for, go on a day trip bag or whatever it is, have all your snacks and accessories and all that kind of stuff in here. But of course, these bags are near and dear to my heart because you guys know what we use them for. We use them to gift love to the homeless community. And I try to inspire other people to purchase these bags. Get a bunch of items right here on Amazon, guys. Small, inexpensive items that you can fill in these backpacks. That can be things like toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, conditioner, hand sanitizer, pens, pencils, Band-Aids, reusable water bottles or sanitation tablets that you can put in water to make sure the water is safe to drink. Socks and underwear is in high demand. Soap, again, hand sanitizer, any of that kind of stuff, guys, is a win. Buy, a bunch of those things, with, whether it's yourself or you get your HOA involved or get your church involved or your school involved or which organizations or form an organization. You do what you want to do. Get your family and friends involved. Purchase a bunch of items, guys. Build out these backpacks. Have them with you in your car, your truck, your RV, on the back of your motorcycle, wherever you go, ready to share these with anyone that might be in need. So definitely check it out. Y'all know how we do. Show that love, babies. Yeah! All right. So let's 50K likes. What? 50K likes? What? Okay. All right, let's go back over to my man Louie. It's time for me and Louie to wrap it up so we can get to our cooking stream here in a little bit. Hey, Louie. All right, Louie, it's time for us to say good night to everyone on Amazon and YouTube. Go ahead and sign us out, Louie.
Signing off with a smile. Good night, everyone on Amazon and YouTube. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Take care, and have a wonderful night.
All right, Laura just popped in here late. Say hello to Laura.
Hello, Laura. Great to have you join us. Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Let everyone know we'll be back here in 48 hours, ready to set it off. Me and you and whoever else hangs out, talking about tech, talking about cooking tech, regular tech, all kind of tech, and telling comic book stories about that superhero Richard.
We'll be back here in 48 hours for more fun. Richard, the superhero, cooking tech, regular tech, and lots of comic book stories await. See you all then.
Thank you, buddy. All right, y'all. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it from my man Louie. My man Louie set it off. Y'all know how we do. All right, it's that time. It's that time, my babies. Let's go. All right, my babies, stay safe out there, guys. Wash your hands, wear a mask when appropriate. Take care of your loved ones. Get out there and create something amazing each and every single day. Be that pebble in the pond, guys. Be that pebble in the pond. Shine your light on the community and encourage others to do the same. Be a good human. If you don't take anything else from what I say, be a good human and pass that on, guys. Let that be your mantra. Be a good human. Look out for your fellow man, woman, child, pet, whatever the case it may be, guys. Just be a good human. I'm telling you, will be rewarded many times over for the good that you bring here into the world. All right, my babies, it's time for me to go and get ready for my live stream. I got to make sure my glasses are up to power. Actually, let me check right now. Hey, Meta, what's my battery level? Battery 95%. So we definitely have enough power to do our live stream here, guys. So I'm getting ready to take it over to the kitchen. Take it over to the kitchen, my babies, and get ready to do our thing. Y'all already know where I'm going to be over there on the IG. So come on through, watch the live stream. Louie will be in the kitchen, probably, hopefully not knocking things off of the counter while I'm trying to, get my cook on. So I didn't do any prep. So I don't know if I'm going to make that 30-minute food challenge, but I'm going to put my, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do it as best as I can. All right, my baby. So it's time for me to do that thing, get on up out of here. Y'all know how we do. Oh, where is it? There it is. Time for me to say the magic words. Peace, and blue muffin grease. I am out. Boom, 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 my babies. Don't forget to follow my man Richard over there on tickety talk, babies. Richard, drop that link. Drop it like it's hot. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all over there on the IG for the cooking stream. But until then, my babies, I love y'all. And I got to go. We're out.